guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be grinding soya beans for babies. Okay, for babies, you get what I mean. If you've not seen the video on where I processed it to this stage, I will leave the link in the description box below. Okay, so yes, I have fried my soya beans. As you can see, it's ready, and I'll be blending it. No, I won't be adding crayfish to it because the last time I did, I noticed that the soya beans had this bitter taste after some time. So I'll be grinding this separately. I fried it briefly in case of germs. Okay, yeah, I have my crayfish well picked and ready. So I'll be adding 1 cup of nuts. This is just 1 cup of nuts, peanuts, to the soya beans, and then I'll be adding ½ cup of sugar to this. All right, so another thing I'll be adding to my soya beans, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this alongside with these two. Okay, I'll be adding this plantain as well. These are unripe plantain, guys. I roasted them in the oven for like 45 minutes. I'll leave the video for you to see. Okay guys, so I have the plantain all sliced. All right, so I'll go ahead and put it in the oven. Okay, so guys, we'll be going to the market together and I would like to carry you guys along. Let's just jump right into this video. If this is your first time here, my name is Uju. You are highly welcome to Julie Space. Please smash that subscribe button. It's a bit noisy, but I know you can manage. All right, so let's go, guys. So guys, I got to the market and I noticed that someone was there before me. So the person was grinding tiger nuts, dates, coconut, ginger for her tiger nuts, and drink, for her business. I had to wait for my turn. So when it got to my turn, she was washing she had to wash the engine or the machine, the grinding machine, to get rid of the other one that she initially blended or grinded for the person. So but then I was skeptical because I kept asking her how come they are using both and as in a particular engine for both wet and dry stuff. She said they know how to work around it. I don't know how, I don't know the magic behind it, but then my soybean still came out good. So this time around she had to transfer the soya beans, okay, to the grinder. Okay, you guys can see, and one thing I love about this is the fact that she had to repeat this process over and over again. Like at a point I was even telling her, are you sure we should not stop? She had her time, she brought her time to make it well for me. She had to grind the soybeans for more than 6-7 times, if not 8 times. Like at a point I lost count. So yeah, I decided to show you guys my that is unripe plantain, that's sugar, and then that is my peanut, which is groundnut. So it's time for her to add in the sugar. So she added the sugar. Okay, so this time around, if you don't like sugar for your babies, if you think my baby is already a year plus, you can go ahead and substitute, just do any sweetener of your choice. Some people use dates, dry dates, some people use a lot of things as sweetener, but me, sugar is okay. So she went ahead and added the unripe plantain. These are roasted plantain, guys. Roast in your oven, until it dries up. Okay, so she added the roasted plantain at this point, and then she kept on grinding it nicely. Plantain is iron, it gives lots of iron, so you can still do without it. Before I don't used to add plantain, but I just started to add it. So it's time for her to add in the granuts, the peanuts. And this time around she wanted to take a lot of my peanuts. I told her why. She said let her have some, that it's much and all that. I told her it's not much. I beg, add my peanuts, Joe. So she now said she needed to take some. I allowed her to take. Okay, please note, you don't need to add a lot of peanuts. Peanuts can actually spoil the texture of your soya beans. It can make it gummy sort of. You guys know how peanut butter is. Okay, so please do not say that you want it to be very rich and you're not gonna pack peanuts. If you add a lot of peanuts, you might ruin the texture. You won't like. I want to have this very fine texture. Okay, so I added just a little peanut is okay. Some people add cashew nuts, any nut, almond nut, but granite is okay by me. You guys can see that very fine texture. And when I asked her, she said that she's still going to grind this up to 3 times or so, and I was wow. So please, if you are trying to grind your soybeans, ensure that the person does that so many times. Okay, so I decided to taste. I'm like, let me taste. Okay, I tasted it, guys, and it was so yummy. It tasted so good. I knew my baby was gonna have time, like she was gonna have a great time enjoying her soybeans. She loves her pap a lot, and then when I add soybeans, it's superb. Even though don't add too much because it can actually cause constipation. I'm battling with that currently, guys, but it is what it is. We have to find a way to, you know, make things work. So this is the final lap, guys. Yeah, she's just grinding it for the last time. The more they grind it, the final texture you get, and the final texture, the better. Okay, so at this time, you know, the soybeans was ready. This is the last lap, guys. We're just trying to, you know, use her spoon, her plastic spoon, to bring out the, you know, the remaining ones. Now she's just pushing it out. You guys can see what she's doing. I had to do this voiceover because of the noise, guys, this place, and I still have to reduce the volume because of the noise. So please do reduce the volume of your phone, of your gadgets, if it's too noisy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, behold our soybeans, guys. It is ready.
It's really nice. I like it.
So like I said earlier, it's time for her to, you know, grind the crayfish. Okay, so she added everything in the grinding machine, and then she decided to grind it. I said I don't add in my crayfish with my soybeans, but if you like to, you can go ahead, because I didn't really like the outcome of the last time I tried it. Okay, so I decided I love to grind it separately. So when I get home, you guys will see how I mix these things up, because I also shared the video on how I packed it, you know, when I got home. So she had to pack the soybeans, and then she had to pack this. You guys can see how fine, how very, I told her to grind it so much so that, you know, it can be very, very, very smooth and very, you know, very great texture. And what will you gain if you go to market without buying a hair here? So I decided to buy granules. Cook, these ones are boiled granite, and that is, behold, our agege bread.
Fresh agege.
The soybeans to a sieve, all right, and then I'll sieve it out. You see that? It is very hot, like very, very hot. Guys, I'll add this much. I don't want it to overpower this. Even this looks like a lot of crayfish. So I'll go ahead and add it. Okay. This is already much, guys. And I'll sieve it too. Can you see those particles? Okay. I think I'll add some more soya beans. You know, and baby does not really like the taste of crayfish, so if it's much, I'll not be able to take it. Okay, so the soya beans is still very hot. You see, it looks like a lot of crayfish already. So I'll go ahead and add some soya beans. I've sieved these ones. Mix it well, and then I'll transfer it to a container. Okay, so I have this my food storage tank. So I'll go ahead and transfer the soya beans to it. Okay, so anytime she wants to eat, I'll just get from here. It's already a lot of soya beans, guys. So I'll go ahead and cover this up, and then cover it tightly, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is the one I've sieved already. I will store this particular one in airtight containers. I didn't add crayfish, so once the other one finishes, I'll go ahead and add crayfish to this particular one. Okay, so I have my containers. Let me show you guys, because I'm heading out now and I'll be storing it here. So these are the containers. It's not dry yet. Please note, you are meant to allow the soybeans to cool down completely. before you transfer it to a container, a storing container, okay, so that it does not get wet. You get what I mean? Maybe sweat and then get wet. So that's what I'm going to do now. I am going to allow it to cool down completely. Then when I'm back, I'll go ahead. By that time the containers would have been dried. I'll go ahead and transfer the soya beans in the containers, and that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. Maybe if I'm pouring it, if I can still show you guys, I will show you, but it's not a big deal. Again, if you want to see the way I transferred it, I still had it in the other video. Okay, there's nothing much. Again, just pour them in the containers, and that is all. This brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know what you think about it, okay? And please do well by hitting the subscribe button if you are new, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting me as always. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.